2 more wine, thank you.
Did it like burn your tongue? Is it like super, super hot?
Oh, well, you know, I'm Taiwanese, I'm Asian. We always have this kind of hot soup all the time. So.
That's true. Oh, do you know about Fat Thursday? I was here visiting last year, so I went to a bakery to get donuts, and there are lines in the morning for donuts. It was maybe 1 p.m., no donuts, none, all gone. The milk.
Okay, $3.39. It's really cheap, basically.
Yeah, right there, $3.39. Are my favorite because you can make sandwiches with them, and they're only 35 cents each.
Yeah.
Is this the place that you and your friend will come, like, you know, occasionally, or you'll be like,
Come on, nobody comes here except tourists.
Yes.
You know which? Oh, okay. I think she likes the art a lot. I do. Take mine. Yes.
It's okay.
It's on your standard, right? Okay, that's great. That's great.
which 3 words would you describe?
Okay, so this is an awful question.
This is a great question.
It's a great question. I'm like blanking.
Hello， 各位，现在我人正在波兰的第2大城市，这个地方，这个城市叫做 Kraków。那么这个是一个波兰非常历史悠久的一个城市。那么今天呢，不只是我会带大家认识一下这个古城，我今天还特地约了住在这个 Kraków 这边的一个人，然后我还没有跟他见面，待会我就跟他见面，然后我就会跟着他一起来带大家认识这个城市。那我们就开始吧。I just meet my new friend here, Elizabeth.
Hi guys.
So right now we are going to have the breakfast. Actually, this is your favorite, right?
Actually, I've never been here, but it's on my to-go list. It's a bucket list.
Oh, your
I've heard
bucket
great
list.
things about it.
Okay.
Yes.
You see my glass. Get 2 cappuccino. You're original from?
So my mom is from Belarus. My
Okay.
dad is from Canada.
Okay.
My mom came to Canada and then she met my dad.
Okay.
And so I was born there. I lived there my whole life.
Okay.
And then when I was like 21, 20, something like that.
21?
Yeah,
Okay.
they wanted to move back to Belarus to just be closer to her parents and her family, of course, right? It's been so long, and so I decided to move with them just to get a bit of experience. Like, why not?
Okay, so I hope today I can convince you to learn a little bit Mandarin.
Oh,
The most difficult part. Challenge, you say you want to try the new things, right?
yeah. What's the one? The Happy New Year's Gong Hei Fa Choi?
In Mandarin? Yeah, I can teach you. It's called 新年
Xingying
快乐
Huai Leng.
Yes. But if you want to know this, and we have also called 红包
Hong Bao.
拿来
Lai.
It means like, give me the red envelope. Do you know the culture about?
Yes, I do know the red envelope, the money inside.
Yeah, the money inside in Taiwan is very interesting. Like, but we have a money god.
Oh.
That's how we love the money. When we have Chinese New Year, right, and we need to clean the whole room, and then you have to clean from the door to inside. You cannot go clean from inside to outside.
Because
you know
it's
why?
money going out instead
Yes.
of okay, I have a new tradition now.
All right.
Great.
But how do you feel like in general about the people in Krakow?
It's good. I like it. Of course, I don't know. A lot of people will say that Polish people are just like, they don't smile. They're just like
Is that true?
not friendly. I'm used to it and I like it.
Okay.
Because in Canada, I remember I would go for a walk in the small town I lived in.
Yep.
And random people, they would be outside on their porch and they'd be like, good morning.
Yes.
And I hated it because, you know.
Can I say that because you're a Belarus blood? It's like,
Yes, definitely. Because it's early morning and the main reason, I don't know them.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense.
All right.
I understand in a village, you know, you've got close neighbors, it makes sense. So when I lived in Minsk, I was like, perfect, I can just have my very serious face on and it'll be good. No one cares. I don't have to smile all the time.
You know, I have some friends in Taiwan and they say, they're afraid of small talk, and they don't know how to do the small talk. And they was asking, "Hey, Aiden, how do you have a small talk with these foreigners?" I don't know.
Honestly,
We just talk.
when I meet someone new, we're having a conversation,
Yeah.
not small talk.
Yeah.
But small talk, I feel, is quite easy.
Can you
so-
demonstrate what the small talk likes in Canada?
So you say, "Hi, how are you?" And no matter what you answer, you just have to say, "I'm good. How are you?" You never say, "Oh, I feel like really bad," or just say, "You're good." And then you probably talk about the weather, like, "Wow, it's raining so much today." It's like, "Oh yeah, it's raining a lot."
All right.
And then the classic one is,
Yeah.
"We should meet up sometime."
Oh.
And then you say, "Yes, of course. We'll be in touch." And then you just leave.
Wow.
That's
Oh.
small talk. Okay, there is the castle. We should probably cross here.
Yeah, all right. Wow, let's check
Yes.
this one.
Yeah.
That is the view.
Yes.
Let's go.
In summertime, it's very, very nice. Definitely. Like, if you see the boats down there, those are restaurants.
Is this the place that you and your friend will come, like, occasionally, or you'll be like, come on, nobody comes here except tourists?
Yes.
Okay. sorry. That's the, okay.
I mean, it's nice. I know me and my friend went here, and
Yeah.
she's like, "Let's take a picture." So we took a few pictures, and then we left, right?
In Taipei, we have called Taipei 101.
Okay.
And it's like one of the highest building in the world, right? We never go there,
Yeah.
except maybe you come to visit me and say, let's go,
Okay.
and we go.
I mean, for me and my friends personally, if we're walking around Old Town and we're like, "Oh, let's just walk up here and then walk
Alright.
out the other side." Sometimes, so it's very casually. I don't think anyone plans to go here. The only time I planned to go here was when I first visited here and when my mom and sister came to visit.
Yeah.
In summertime, it's beautiful because, the sun will just hit the buildings and it's very nice. And there's way more flowers.
Right. Just imagine that we're locals and we saw all these people. Where would you go? Oh, how would
Away
you-
from here, away from the tourists.
Oh.
If you were a local, you would go away. Yes. It's a hallway to the courtyard on the other side.
All right.
And there's concerts sometimes in summer, but they're the expensive type of concerts.
When you say concerts, are you talking about like
Class-
Korean concerts
No,
or
like
classical?
classical, definitely. In a place like this, it has to be classical.
Oh, would that be cool if you have a K-pop music here?
It would be. Yeah. This is the courtyard.
Oh,
Yeah. They're just very pretty.
okay.
The colors, so.
Zawsze tam, gdzie ty żegna cię co świt i wracać znów do ciebie.
We're going towards the market square, and it's actually the largest market square in Europe.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm curious about religious topic. I'm very interested in, for example, Orthodox story and also the music.
Okay.
I like Bach and Beethoven and Chopin,
Yep.
and then that's why I like the religious. And you say you are religious, the family?
Yes.
And is Catholic church or I don't know how to.
Actually, most of my family is quite mixed.
All
so
right.
most of my family is just Christian, Protestant, and my grandparents and great-grandparents are Orthodox.
Does that bother them? Like if you have a family union and then, all right.
So, like for Easter, because Easter is quite big for Orthodox, Catholics, as well as for Christians.
Yeah.
But we do the Orthodox traditions for Easter with my grandparents.
So for example, if you are in a Christian community or Orthodox community, can I say that probably you will not feel lonely?
No.
Let's say if you lost your job and then all community knows it
Yeah.
and they'll try to help you, something like
Yes,
this.
yeah.
So it's very difficult for people to get lonely because every time you try to be alone, maybe they just ask you to come out and have the meal or does that quite correct?
Yes and no. I do believe you can be lonely. I know I experienced loneliness, but that's just because I was like, oh, I don't want anyone to help me. I don't need anyone's help. So that loneliness was just me not wanting to be around other people.
Okay.
But people still were like, let us help you. What can we do for you? They were very nice, very uplifting. So there is very strong support, and it is hard to feel lonely, yes, even if you want to.
But in a lonely way that people are around you, but it's more like inside
yes,
stuff. But if you're talking about like real social connection,
Then you're never lonely.
You're never lonely.
No.
But I'm just curious about, from your perspective, what is the most social pressure you would say?
To talk about what you're going through. For me, that was a big social pressure, because they would say, well, tell me so I can pray for you. And it makes sense, I understand. But it's like, I don't want to tell you. It's very personal. Even if I knew them and they were my best friend, it's like, this is very personal to me. And so some people would just really want to know what you are going through. And so I can see the benefits of that, but I also, from personal experience, know it's just like, okay, just pray for me, just keep me in your prayers. And most people are okay with that answer, but there are a few people, like everywhere, who are like, oh, but tell me more.
Oh,
you know?
got it.
But it's like the grandmother who keeps feeding you food and you don't want to say no. It's like that. For me, I want to explore the world because, well, my mom, when I was growing up, she wasn't big on giving gifts. She was about experiences. And experiencing different places, different events. So for me, traveling is my way of experiencing the world, and I really love it. My main mission isn't to,
Today my mission is try to convince you to travel Taiwan.
I will. No, sorry, she didn't go to Taiwan, my bad. She went to Vietnam and then Thailand for a month.
It's good. You didn't mix the Thailand and Taiwan.
I didn't mix them.
Good.
No. Oh, do you know about Fat Thursday?
What's that?
Fat Thursday. So Poland is a very Catholic country. So Fat Thursday is a day when you eat. It's before Lent. It's before you give up or you fast.
Okay.
And so Fat Thursday, I was here visiting last year. It was Fat Thursday, and so I went to a bakery to get donuts, and there are lines in the morning for donuts. So I went later in the day. It was maybe 1 p.m. No donuts. None. All gone.
So are you saying that in this day people will go crazy, just try to eat fat, basically? Not fat, but sugar or...
It's just a tradition. Like they won't overindulge or overeat. That's not...
How often is that? Like every week?
Once a year.
Once...
No, once a week.
Because you're Thursday.
No.
Once a year? So today is that day?
No. Today is not that day.
All right.
No, it's in springtime, I believe.
The springtime. So people will go to this to get donut and everything.
Yes.
You know what? Let me tell you something.
Okay.
If you come to Taiwan, I'm an advertisement about Taiwanese embassy.
Great. I love it.
We don't need a fat day. Every day is whatever day you need. You go to the night market, you get anything you want, and then until 12 p.m. you still can get a lot of food on the street. And then I know a lot of foreigners' friends, they complain and then say, damn, why I'm getting fat in Taiwan just in 2 months or 1 month?
Well, of course.
So for us, it's like we don't need some kind of fat day. We want to eat and we just go.
Yep.
So here is the square. So we are in the most touristic place now.
Definitely.
Definitely the most touristic place. In Krakow, actually, it's not dangerous on the road, but it's dangerous in a square because of the horse.
Oh, definitely. There's many nice cafes to go here in Old Town. There's a very nice bar that me and my friends like to go to. It's called Lost Bar. It's on the other side of Old Town.
All right.
And it's like hidden almost because you have to put in the apartment code, wait for the door to open, then you have to go up. And the bar is inside an old apartment building. So it's very cool.
Okay.
Yes.
But this shop, it's basically for tourists, you say?
Tourists, yes, but there's lots of cool things personally.
Souvenir, basically.
Kind of, but handmade stuff too.
Yeah.
So you want to go left or right?
Let's go left.
Okay. This is very typical Polish design. So there's actually a lot of ceramic shops around the city that have the same design. They're all handmade, hand painted, very great quality.
All right.
Yeah. Classic magnets, of course. This is the more souvenir stuff.
Souvenirs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
Depends what they. I think it's a good price for a souvenir. So, yeah.
Teddy the bear.
Yes, there's lots of stuffed animals that you can get. Mixed jewelry, leather goods, and toys.
Plates.
Yes. Food, drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honey.
Yes.
They have honey everywhere.
I love honey.
I love
It's so good. Yes.
And this is a Christmas market already.
Yes. This is the first weekend it's open. And sometimes they'll have concerts throughout the day, just playing. Usually later in the day, like around 5 or 6 they start. But yeah.
What is your routine daily life actually looks like? Because you work remotely, so I guess you can work everywhere, right?
That's true. I would say, well, it changes, of course, but I wake up, I start work, I will have a few meetings, depending on the day.
Okay.
Work, and then when I'm done, I don't like to go out anywhere to like a cafe because only on the weekend, because I don't like to spend a lot of money for no reason.
For sure.
So I like to go to the gym and cook a nice meal for myself, and that's really it. I like to, this city is very alive, but I like to live a quiet life by myself.
Quiet life.
Yes. Like calm, peaceful for me. So, yes.
So, for example, you don't like a nightlife clubbing stuff, meeting friends?
No. I like going to a bar once in a while to have a drink.
Yep.
But that's just to sit and talk and have a good time. Or me and my friend, we met up and we did a scrapbooking project just for fun. Like we made vision boards for 2025.
Your friends were vision board. Can you?
Me and my friend made a vision board.
Yeah. Can you tell me about that vision board?
So
what is that vision board? I'm
normally
curious.
I do it digitally, but we decided we're actually going to do a physical version. It's where you have your goals for the next year, right?
Okay.
And online, you find pictures that represent those goals.
Yes.
So, like you want to travel somewhere, so you get a picture of that place you want to travel to, or things you want in your life.
Yeah.
So we took those pictures, we printed them out, we cut them out, and we put them in our journals.
All right.
And so when you open it, you see it, and a vision board is just something that you look at, and you can see your future, basically.
Visualize your North Star or something.
Desire,
Yeah,
yes.
desire. Would you share like one of your vision board?
Yeah,
Which
of
one is?
course. One of the items was to go to Croatia, because I've always wanted to go.
Yeah. Okay.
And I put a lot of mindfulness stuff on my vision board.
Are you talking about meditation stuff or?
Yoga.
Okay.
A lot of stuff for the gym, because I have a lot of goals for the gym personally.
That's good.
And yeah.
So have you thought about Bali? Because the place is like people work remotely and do the yoga stuff, because I got friends there all the time.
Yes.
So is that also one of your moon board? Or you would think about it? I don't know.
It's not on my vision board.
Oh,
I did
okay.
consider moving to Bali
All right.
at one point, just for a little while.
Yeah.
And it's nice, but I thought, I don't really know anybody there, and like it's great, but I can't see myself living there.
Not living, but I'm saying travel there.
Travel, of course, I would travel anywhere.
Okay,
Yes.
got it. Should we go along with the river?
Yeah. We'll go that way and to the left, and we'll get to where we want to go.
Yeah.
Just a really long walk, and I came here, and there were lots of people just sitting on the grass. So I was sitting here, and I sat for an hour, just no music, no phone, nothing, just watching the boats, watching people jogging, biking, and I think that's one of like my favorite memories, honestly.
Because you told me that you like to walk,
I love
and so I like to walk too. So it's like probably this is the place you come very often, I guess.
Here.
So is it fair, for example, like maybe in the long term that you still want to work and have your own, I would say, your achievement, I would say.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you still want to have a family.
Yeah.
And then, but once you have a family, then, you know, you might, I don't know if you like kids or not. You like kids, then you will have less time. And then you probably will have, for example, like freelance, and you still have but you don't want to own a company and have this pressure and try to like make a big fortune or, right?
Like,
yeah.
money is good, of course.
Yep.
And I want to be financially stable.
Yep.
But I grew up watching my mom be a full-time mom and working full-time.
Yeah.
And to me, she's a superwoman for that, you know?
That's true.
I think she's fantastic. And I know it was hard for her, but she balanced both very easily. For me personally, I would love a family. I would love children in a few years. But when it comes to that, it would be nice to work part-time for the first, you know, maybe 5-6 years of their life until they go to school. And then, you know, working full-time, but that's a conversation for like years later, right? I know when I have a child, I will continue to travel with them because it's not really fair to be like, oh, I traveled the world. I'll wait until you're 18 years old to go somewhere with you. You'll be more fun. No.
Okay.
Because I remember as a kid visiting all these places and I loved it. It was just fun, you know, to see.
How old were you?
Oh my goodness. The first time my mom took me to Belarus, I was 2 years old.
Yeah.
So I don't remember. But
2 years old.
But
Wow.
she focused a lot on experiences over
Yeah.
gifts. You can try drawing something that you've never tried and it can look awful. Like, you know, I like to draw and it looks awful, but I enjoy it. It's just for fun. Some days when I was feeling very just down, not having a good day, I would go to the gym.
Yeah.
And I get back home and I feel so much better.
Wow.
And so my goals are just to be healthy. I don't have like a goal like, oh, I want to lift 10,000 pounds. Like, you know, I want to have a good heart. So I like to jog and
What about your diet?
my diet.
You have diets? You have some diet like no sugar policy or something?
Goodness, no. I love sugar. Like I had instant noodles last night for dinner, okay? So like
So there's no something like keto diet and
No,
that kind of stuff.
I've tried keto,
Okay.
maybe for like a month or maybe longer than a month.
Yeah.
It wasn't good. I tried sugar for like no sugar for a very long time. I hated it because I love sweet food. It's one of my favorite foods, like types of foods. A diet, I feel like people get the term confused a lot because when we say diet, people are like, oh, you're trying to lose weight.
Yes.
But a diet is a lifestyle choice, a lifestyle change. And so for me, I guess what I try to do when I eat is I focus on healthy fats like fish, eggs, lean protein. I try to eat as many vegetables as possible, fruits, and if I have a sweet snack, which I do a lot, I don't say, oh my gosh, Lizzie, why would you do that? I just say, okay, that was delicious, and I continue my day. So, you know.
Have you tried, you know, in Taiwan, we have very popular meal is called hot pot, spicy hot pot. Do you know hot pot?
I know hot pot, I've had it.
Okay, yeah,
It's
of course
good.
you know hot pot. And we have something called spicy hot pot.
Spicy hot pot, where
Yeah.
there's just like spices in it and spicy
It's like
sauces?
the hot pot is like all spicy with the soup is all hot and the flavor is very good and we love it. But when you get in, because the hot pots all smell right and your clothes will be like this and
Yeah, I will try almost any food at least once.
you also cook for yourself.
I don't like eating out. Like if I go out to a restaurant, it's to eat with friends.
Yeah.
But I don't order out food. I don't really see the point.
So wait, so you go to the supermarket,
Yeah, of course.
buy the food.
Yeah, and I make it for myself.
Do you think later we can do this, if you don't mind?
At my place, no.
No?
No,
What do you-
because it's a mess.
No, I'm not going to your place. I'm saying go to the supermarket. Sorry.
Oh,
I want to know how you pick the food, and you know, I want to know like because I want to see the price, like how you pick the stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So yeah, we can definitely do
Yeah.
that. I remember I visited my family recently in Belarus for the first week. So I came back and I bought more groceries. I bought buckwheat, I bought salmon.
Don't spoil. Don't spoil. I want to see
It's
your.
okay, I have those at home, so we're not going to get those.
Thank you. I want to see your real interactions. Like, Aiden, do you see that fish right there? Let me tell you something. This is not a good fish.
I do love fish, though.
You like fish?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, more than meat sometimes.
Okay.
Yes.
Can you do? I want a challenge. Like,
Okay.
how do you keep the budget?
Oh.
Do you know, like, because people want to know it.
Okay.
You know, how can
okay.
we go to the supermarket and have a good budget
Okay.
and compare to, let's say, the restaurant?
Well,
You
it
know.
depends which supermarket you go to.
Let's go some local, interesting.
It's very small. Not very small, but like it's
But do you go that often?
3 times a week.
Okay, then that's great.
Yes. Yeah, it's beautiful.
I think I can see people, maybe they do jogging on this
Yes.
bridge and
And on the bottom, in summertime, I used to jog
yeah,
when it was warm. Now, no,
yeah.
it's too cold. But actually, the bridge over there, which you can cross later, there's statues on it, which are very cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
a
do you
statue.
see them? These are like circus performers, and
Okay.
acrobats. Yeah, they're very cool.
A circus performance.
Yeah, I tried to convince my sister that they were real people.
How old was she?
Oh, she's turning 8 in April. She's very young.
8. Okay.
So
So it's still too young to.
she's still
Convince
young
them
enough to have fun with.
Have fun with
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yes. Actually, in summertime, where we were out at the old town, there
Yeah.
was a person who was doing tightrope walking over
Oh,
the
this
market.
is called tightrope walking.
Yes.
Okay.
So I got to see that in person.
Yeah.
And he was jumping on the tightrope
Yeah.
and doing tricks. And it was like my first week after I had moved, and so it was very, very cool to see.
So what is this area? It looks different,
Yes.
actually.
So this is Podgórze,
Podgórze.
and the cafe we went to was in Kazimierz, which is the Jewish quarter.
Yes.
This one is just another old town area. I'm not quite sure the translation, if I'm being honest, but
But
yeah.
definitely have a different vibe. I
Definitely.
can feel more local vibe here.
very. And if
Probably
you,
less tourist, I
less
guess.
tourists. If you keep going out farther, more local, less tourists.
The house is more different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this
Yeah.
old school vintage
Yes.
style.
Yes. Do you want anything to drink?
Yeah, order something for both of us for sure. Like honey
Honey
ginger
ginger
tea.
tea.
Yeah. Here. You know what? This one could be our thumbnail.
Okay. We'll get the food and we'll like do the shot.
No, I don't want that.
It can be like mukbang style.
Actually, your normal reaction will be the best. So do you know those two guys?
Yeah, I do.
I think I somehow recognize the left one because maybe he is so popular.
Yes, he's a rapper. They're both from the same group from BTS.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
got Jimin on the right and oh my goodness, what's his name?
The right one or the left one?
On the right we have Jimin. I was gonna say with the blonde hair, but they both have blonde hair. And the taller one is, oh my goodness, I forgot. Like the music is good. They're not my favorite band, so maybe that's why I don't remember.
BTS?
BTS.
Really?
BTS.
Because I thought that is the most famous
Yes,
band.
very famous.
But it's not your...
It's not my favorite, no, and I don't listen to K-pop 24/7. It's only sometimes.
Okay.
Like my music taste changes quite a lot, so and I listen to many types. Rap Monster. That's what.
Rap
it is.
Monster.
Yes, that's what it is. Yep.
You know they have to serve in the military for like 3 years, right?
Yeah.
Did you experience one of your favorite star
Yep.
and then he's going to the military and you were crying some kind of?
I didn't cry because
No, I'm saying cry inside.
No, but like inside, yes.
Yeah.
my favorite group, Beast. One of the people who was my favorite was Yang Yosop, and they had to go to the military. And I was so sad because I'm like, but I want music from them, and I didn't really understand like the whole military thing. This was a few years ago. But
K-pop, basically the previous industry in Korea, it's e-sport. So the video game players actually, they are also very famous in Korea. One of the star, he has to go to the military, so he cannot play, he cannot compete anymore. And the Korean government, just because of him, they set a team in the military, so he can play video game in the military.
crazy.
Right?
Wow. Just one person.
And once he retired, he's retired from the military, the team is just gone.
Wow. Oh, thank you. I don't know if you wanted chopsticks. I just got spoons and forks.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah,
then
go. I want to see how you enjoy the spicy food. Okay.
Personally, with bibimbap, it literally means mixed. So you're supposed to put everything in and then mix everything up and eat it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are more expert than me actually. I'm gonna watching you how to educate me.
It's been a long time since I've had bibimbap actually.
Take mine.
It's okay, it's okay. It's okay because it's really spicy.
Oh, you have
Oh yeah, some, but we will need more.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's good. Wait. This is a great moment. We cannot miss.
Because I got very excited.
Maybe the Korean guard said, today maybe less spicy.
Maybe less spicy.
Now you have to show me how to put this spicy food.
I've got all the kimchi.
Yep.
I got tofu. You can see there's bean sprouts, which are delicious. You've got seaweed. And I got tofu. And then we gotta find that egg. There we go. And you just mix it all up.
It's on your standard, right?
It's quite good, yes.
Okay, that's great. That's great.
It's marinated tofu.
Actually, I like tofu.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Do you know that in Taiwan we have a very famous? Okay, once you go to Taiwan, definitely people will ask you or invite you to eat one meal. It's called stinky tofu. I just give you some thumbs up. I will be the first one. Like, it's not with trade foreigners. It's for us. It's interesting to watch you guys to try to sweet tofu because we eat like a lot, like natural meal, and this is like a first experience for foreigners. Sounds like stinky because it's stinky, but when you smell a little bit stinky, but when you eat, it's different.
Oh, okay. That sounds cool.
So we have a pretty good meal. Now we are going to the museum.
Yep. Oh, thank you.
So do you like more like classical art or you more like this modern art?
Classical for sure.
Classical.
Yeah, there's so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, modern is good. There's nothing wrong with it, but with classical, there's just more. There's history to it. There's a story to it, and there's a story to all art. But this one is so many people have seen it, and there's so many like emotions that have been felt by people by like hundreds of years. When you look at a piece of art, it's like, what were other people experiencing when they saw this? And that's what I like to think about. For me, my personal art style is I like doing one-line drawings. It's where you just put the pen down and then you don't lift it up until the drawing is done. So I like to do faces. I like to do buildings in that style. And then what I'll do is I'll take markers, crayons, pastels, anything, watercolor, and just fill in all the empty spots between the lines. And then there's like life brought to it.
Your first language is English.
Yeah. Like,
Yes, I was almost thinking about, I used to be Polish for sure, but you still know?
no. The only reason I understand it so well is because I grew up speaking Russian with my mom. And I can understand most of what they're saying. So
Really?
Yeah, like
That's so
70%,
cool.
definitely. So she started speaking and I understood most of it. And then she started saying one thing And I understood, but I didn't know how to respond in Polish. So that's why I asked her, oh, do you speak English? Because I need to respond in English, but I know what she said.
Oh,
Yeah.
Understood. Do you know Chinese Mandarin is very easy?
I don't think so.
Do you know it's very easy?
No.
It's super easy, you know, like one of them. Okay, that's a little exaggerated, but if you don't read and write, then Chinese is very easy. Except this four tone. Do you know four tone?
I've
somehow?
heard of the four tone.
Okay,
four
yeah,
tones, yes.
yeah, but
It's a nightmare, personally.
okay. Let me ask you one question about language, right? So, why do you need a gender for every object? For the practical purpose,
Yeah, see, I don't know.
right?
Because
okay.
in Canada for English, like, we don't have that.
True.
And
Okay.
but I also grew up speaking Russian, so it makes sense in my mind to me to use the gender differences for each one. So it's not like a crazy idea to me, but when I step back and think about it, because I remember in Canada we also have to learn French.
Oh,
And
okay.
we were learning, like, you know, this is for a girl, this is for a boy, this is for it. I was like, this is stupid. And I would tell my mom, she's like, Lizzie, it's the same thing in Russian. Why is it so difficult for you? I'm like, I don't know, it's French. So. Oh, okay.
Dziękuję.
You couldn't like go up
fresh
any
air.
further, yeah? Okay.
So, what do you think about this museum? Do you have any expectation?
Honestly, no, but I'm expecting a lot of older style paintings, very classical, very cultural Polish style is what I'm expecting. I have good high expectations.
You have high expectation.
I do.
So you will be more critiques a little bit.
Maybe. I don't know. But
Okay.
critiquing is like a skill of mine.
Okay.
Second.
So can I get your like a more sincere critique when we see some artwork?
Sure, for sure.
I'm very excited about that. Later we will
This person will buy for us.
rate the best work we like and you know what I mean, like the least
Yep. The best and
we
the
hate.
worst.
You know, best and the worst.
Okay. The best and the worst.
Thank you.
Flip.
So 4 S's, and you have your menu.
I do have my little
Okay.
sneak peek of the gallery.
Okay.
Yes.
I already made my first pick, my favorite already,
Oh, really?
and I'll give you my reason. Because I like the wisdom experience, you know, this person with the wisdom, and I can feel he has the wisdom and courage and kind. That's my reason so far.
It's a back cam on board. That's cool.
I think she likes the art a lot.
I do.
One is, yep. What is that? It's some kind of
It's like 3D, so you can like look at the painting and kind of feel it as well.
street cool.
I think it's cool. It's like, I don't know,
Very nice. Did you change your mind?
about my favorite painting. No, not yet.
Okay.
I still like that one. I like this one because like it's called Farewell. So it's like, you know, she's holding on to this person and this person's like,
Shit, he's already dead. Is she a ghost, I guess?
I think she's turning into one. It's quite
Okay.
wow. Project of a curtain for the theater in the Podgórze Palace.
Alright. So you have a better one.
Definitely, it's like more political.
really want to have your feedback because I can see you are very immersed in this museum and you show your true personality.
I loved it because it had different art styles. There was a lot of watercolor, a lot of gouache and etchings, as well as acrylics, but mainly also a lot of oil paintings, which my personal favorite because my grandfather, he's an oil painter.
Oh,
yes,
right.
He's very good. But I also loved that they had armor as well as ceramics. They had fans with gorgeous artwork on them, like full scenes of weddings or dances and parties just on the fans. It was nice that they had all those different pieces because instead of looking at a painting and just seeing like, okay, this is one scene, by having all of the different artifacts, you can put together a life in your head. And you can see this is what they saw, this is what they painted, this is what they wore, this is the type of carpets that they walked on, these are the books that they signed, these is like the jewelry that they had. So it's a whole being, it's a whole person.
So if you have to pick, let's say, 3 words to describe the whole experience in this museum, which 3 words would you describe?
Okay, so 3 separate words. This is an awful question.
This is a great question.
It's a great question. I'm like blanking. Community.
Okay.
There was, of course, a lot of very religious work, but there was also works done about families and their lives. So community. Yes,
all right.
Definitely. It showed all the aspects of community. Hazy, because a lot of the paintings were just a little bit smudged looking, a little bit like foggy. And I like that in a lot of the works because it feels like a dream almost looking at them.
Okay.
So hazy.
Hazy.
Yes. And oh man, putting me on the spot. Breathtaking, honestly.
Breathtaking.
Yes.
Wow, that's great. You are a good advertiser for
Great.
this.
I'll be a travel with my agent. See like the purple curtains up there and everything of that building?
Yeah.
It's just very alive.
It looks like very classical.
This place sells one drink and one drink only. It's called the Drunk Cherry, and it's just cherry liqueur with liquors in it. That's all it is.
They just sell one drink?
One drink, that's it. But there's multiple of them everywhere.
Okay.
Dujana Vishnya, or drunk cherry, basically.
Drunk cherry.
Yeah, it's just
Got
cherry
it.
liquor with cherries inside. That's it. So yeah.
Can feel like people still, in a sense, have a life to enjoy themselves, I guess.
Yeah, like even this time of year, locals definitely come here because it's beautiful,
Yeah. Let's have a little more wine in this.
I think you can take it to go, which is fantastic.
Yeah. Two more wine, thank you.
Okay, I'm just gonna take from here. There you go. Did it like burn your tongue? Is it like super, super hot?
Oh, well, I'm Taiwanese, I'm Asian. We always have this kind of hot soup all the time. So
That's true.
Use it.
I don't know. I have a fear of burning my tongue on hot drinks and like food. I don't know why. So this is... Actually, this is quite a large portion for a small. If you went to the Christmas market and you just got the regular size, it would have been twice as expensive and like that big. So red wine, cinnamon, star anise, cloves. Some places do different things, but those are the basics typically. Yes, it's very, it kind of hits your throat a little bit, but it's good. Because I'm losing my voice. I can feel it, it's going away.
Wait, you're from Belarus, right? So you are also like very good at drinking vodka.
I'm not, actually.
Okay. You don't have that blood. Right?
I do not. I don't enjoy drinking very often. Right. Once in a while, maybe like once a month, every other month. It's only if I go out with friends and they say, oh, we're going to go somewhere, I will get one drink and then I'm done for the night. I don't like to have multiple.
But what about your friends? Like they are Polish, so they probably like to drink all the time.
My friend is Ukrainian and she does not like to drink all the time.
Come on,
Okay,
Ukrainian,
okay,
they
I
drink.
know, I don't know, there was a time, when I drank a little bit too much.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy how it made me feel, so I said, okay, I'm just not going to. It doesn't feel good. The next day, it doesn't feel good
No,
at
it's
all.
not. It's not.
Awful, the headache.
Have you? Have you passed? It's called passed out. Is that how you say it? Ever before? Yes.
I'm not proud of it. It was not a good moment in my
I would
life.
like to have that story. What happened? Is it your birthday party or something?
No, it was New Year's.
All
With my
right.
family.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, it's very good that I was with my family. But I just... I don't
In
know.
where? In Belarus?
In Belarus, yeah.
All right.
Like, I had drank a little bit before, but not that much, and I wasn't very aware of my limits for drinking, so I just kept drinking.
And how old were you back then? 18, 19, 20?
No, I was like 20, 21.
All right.
So,
okay. Got it.
I don't know. I did not go to parties or drink at all when I was a teenager. So, and that lifestyle doesn't really appeal to me, if I'm being honest. Like, I see some of my friends, they go to clubs and it looks they're having a great time, and I'm happy for them, like, truly, but it's not something that I can see myself doing. So, yeah.
Do you feel like people right now, it's very difficult for you to make friends in general? Do you think that, people are more lonely, or they are, like typical
Yeah.
social situation? What do you think about that?
Well, that was a big concern when I moved. I thought, what if I can't make friends? I have, sometimes I have a lot of trouble talking to people who I just met. But there was an Instagram page that I followed. It was Krakow's City Guide, and she just shows all of the new places, and she's like a tour guide. She's a very cool Instagram page, honestly. And lots of times people will ask her questions, and someone asked a question saying, I want to meet other women that maybe also speak English. Are there certain events? And this lady recommended a Facebook page called GGI, Girls Gone International. It's a very, very large Facebook community, and they have different groups for popular cities.
Okay.
And Facebook is very popular here. If you want to know events, go to Facebook, which is interesting, I know. And I was like, I haven't been on Facebook in like 10 years, but okay. So I go back on Facebook, I find GGI Krakow.
GGI Krakow, okay.
Yes, it's just for women only, so you will not be accepted into the group. But there are events almost every single weekend just for women. It can be book club, it can be going swimming, new cafe. I've gone to a museum with them. I've just gone out for coffee with them. Gone to book clubs, and that's how I've met a lot of my new friends. And it's nice because they're also foreigners. I've met Americans, I've met people from Azerbaijan, Ukraine, honestly everywhere. And it's nice because they all have a foreigner perspective on Poland, but they have a different type of perspective because of where they lived and where they grew up before. And it's very intriguing. And because of this group, I don't feel very lonely. I feel like there's always someone I can reach out to. And almost every day, there are people writing into the group saying, hi, I'm new here. I would love to meet someone for coffee. And you can just respond, you will meet them for coffee. That's how I met my best friend. And it's honestly really great. It's a very nice, supportive group. And so, even though I work remote and I live alone and everything, I don't feel alone, honestly. I feel very empowered to keep making relationships with people.
Have you have some time you will feel like, no, too much event. I would just want to be quiet and no bother from anyone.
Yeah, I grew up an introvert. I always wanted to stay home. I was very, very shy. When I would go to new events, I would just stick to one person I know. I wouldn't talk to anyone. Honestly, it gave me really bad anxiety just to talk to people. I was like, don't do it. Just leave early. Just give an excuse. And so, but I read something or I saw something one time a few years ago that just kind of changed my perspective. They said, I think it was an illustration, and it was about your comfort zone as a bubble.
Yeah.
And, you can stay inside of it, that's great. Your comfort zone will only get bigger if you stretch it. So you have to travel a bit further outside, and your comfort zone will grow. And I was like, okay, I want a bigger comfort zone. I want to be comfortable in different scenarios, different settings, meeting new people. So I just need to do it. And honestly, I think there's an event in my life that kind of changed, not my personality, but my outlook. It was when I went to Korea for 2 weeks.
Okay.
I was going there and I wasn't going to know anyone on the trip. And my mom, she has a saying that she's always said to me my entire life, it's fake it till you make it, which people have a lot of controversy with, but I don't care. And she says, Lizzie, you're going there for 2 weeks. You can be whoever you want to be. No one knows you. You can be super outgoing. You can be anything. So I was like, you know what? I can. Why not?
Yeah.
I went there, and that was the first time in my life where I put myself out there. I made friends that I still have to this day.
Yeah.
And I was super talkative, I was outgoing, I was myself, and I was in my mind pretending to be a different person, but it wasn't me being a different person, it was just me being my best self and just putting myself out there. And after that, when I came back home, I was like, Mom, you'll never believe it, I've got so many friends, this is fantastic. Like, me and my mom are best friends, so I tell her everything. And after that, I was like, I want that experience to continue. And so, honestly, you just need to push yourself. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And sometimes I would push myself at events or different places, and I would get very uncomfortable and be very anxious. And I was like, okay, I just need to step outside for 2 minutes. And so I understand the anxiety around that 100%. Because I've been in hundreds of situations where I felt so uncomfortable, and genuinely, I would just sneak out the back door and I would just go outside and I'd just be like, it was really, really bad. I think I probably had like bad social anxiety, I guess, but it's whatever.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, but like, no, genuinely, I just didn't enjoy talking to people. My heart would be racing all the time, and I would feel like that I couldn't breathe. And I was like, this is, whew. What I did, one thing that helped is I would go to events where I would at least know one person, and that made it a little bit better. Or another thing that I would do is I would just step out and I would call a friend or I'd call my mom. And it sounds so stupid and like, oh my gosh, grow up. But just talking to someone that you had a relationship with and you knew, and someone who could understand you a little bit, really helped. And you're like, okay, I'm just overreacting. I'm just gonna go back inside. That's what helped me. I don't know, like.
Do you think the hardest part is like start a conversation, or it's more about like during the conversation you need to keep going? Which one do you think is the hardest part?
For me, it depends on the day.
Yeah.
And I have discovered that my secret talent is just being able to talk 24/7. Like, I truly can. And when I was younger, a lot of people were like, shut up. Like, truly. And I was like, okay, that's fine. But it's helpful when I meet new people because I can just think of a new topic off the top of my head. I can just look at something and be like, oh, let's talk about this, or I'll talk about this. And so sometimes, for me, it can be a little bit awkward to start. But keeping the conversation going, I feel, is a little bit easier for me because I can just think of so many random things.
Yes.
And that's what I can do.
Yes.
Hi, guys. I have taken over his channel. It's my channel now. And there's no wine left for anyone, honestly. But yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the market will be very soon.
Okay. We will have some challenge that we want to have enough food.
Yes.
But we try to save the money as a local.
Exactly, yes.
But we need enough, you know, like
yes.
normally that would be more, what's the word? It's not practical, it's more, what's the word?
Budget
Believable.
friendly?
Believable.
Yes, yes.
Because come on, man, you just have a tofu, like, of course. But we need like, okay, this is a proper meal, a proper week, and that's how you save the money. Don't buy this, buy this.
And stores are closed tomorrow. So Saturday, you need to buy for a week because Monday until Friday, you're busy working. So you need to get like all your groceries, honestly.
Oh, this is the one?
This is the one, Biedronka.
Oh, okay. It's called
Biedronka. Ladybug.
Okay.
Yes.
Remember this one, guys. This is the one, how you save the money. So, shall we?
Let's go. I will show you my favorite place.
Thank you.
Oh, actually, I need ginger. You should go to an indie store to get ginger, actually, honestly, because it will be cheaper. But I do need ginger because of this cold weather, and I know I will get sick soon.
Okay. And what does that say? People, you need to see the prices.
This is for this.
Oh.
Yeah, so that is for this. So imbir luge, 24.90 zloty for a kilo.
Okay.
But this is small.
Yeah.
So it will be maybe 90 grams, I think, or 180.
Okay, good.
And
Let's
I don't
get
put it in a bag because I don't see the point of a bag. I always get the essentials of yogurt, tvorog, and
go for it.
milk. This Greek yogurt.
Let's check this name is called
It's like
Freeze
less than
Vita, you
less
know?
than 3 zloty. It's
This will be very trustworthy.
great probiotics. It goes with every meal. If you like making
Okay.
healthy sauces, it's perfect. Milk.
Okay,
Yep.
we need it
I
for
get
sure.
2%.
Okay, let's check the price so people can understand about
Is
the
$3.39.
$3.39 for the whey. It's really cheap, basically.
Yeah, right there, $3.39. Yeah, it's
It's
cheap.
cheaper than the milk. Is cheaper than in Taiwan.
Yeah. It's like
This is cheese
cream
or
cheese,
sorry,
basically.
somebody's there. It's very crowded here actually, so it's a good place for a
cream
lot of people.
cheese,
So to watch smoke, let's check the price so people can understand.
$3.79.
Yeah, 3.79.
This is cottage cheese, but
This one?
in liquid. Cottage cheese in liquid, and it's the light kind, so it's less calories. Oh wow, they have this one. This is so it's
Alright.
$9.99 per kilo.
I think it's a good price.
It's a really good price, actually.
Yeah.
This is how much you're getting, but this one's great because you can
Right.
salt it
See,
and use
it's
it raw.
Tari Loop. Can you pronounce that brand? Tari
Рыбный,
Loop.
тарг рыбный, страголососовый филе с помороза.
That's great.
150 grams.
Yeah.
So, and it's only 10 zloty, which is a really, really great price actually.
That's
so
true.
we got a deal today actually. It's the bread section.
Yes.
I ate a lot of bread.
Let's check this out.
There's not a lot at the end of the day, but I like to get these. These are just like little donuts, I guess.
True.
So typically I will get like 2 of these guys.
This is the sweet
It's just like a plain sweet donut.
donut. Okay.
There's really nothing special about it
And this is only like $2.09, right?
per each
Very
one.
good.
Are my favorite because you can make sandwiches with them and they're only 35 cents each.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Wow.
I usually get like 3 or 4. It's not the
Okay.
healthiest, but, and also you should typically.
Why not is healthier? I think it's pretty healthy,
It's
isn't
pretty
it?
healthy. I'm just gonna use my hand. Please don't show
Yeah.
that on the video
Yeah.
because that's so bad.
Yeah.
But I like to make sandwiches out of these with cottage cheese, or no, sorry, Greek yogurt, egg, tomatoes, and lettuce, which are really good. But I have all of those at home, I think. So there's also frozen veggies, pizza, lots of things. Oh, actually, wait, there's one thing that I really need. Mix them with Greek yogurt to make a pudding. So it's like
Yeah.
healthier. I get vanilla. This
Yeah.
is with the taste of sour
A
cream.
pudding. All right.
Yeah, budin smak smetana. So with the taste of sour cream.
For the dessert, right?
I have
kind
it for
of.
breakfast. So yeah. Because I did go grocery shopping like a few days ago. But like for very essential items, so. Then I get some
Let's check this tomato
$14.99 per kilo.
for a kilo. That's
Yes. At the end of the day, I can't say you have very good options, but overall.
Looks pretty good to me.
But they're quite soft at the end of the day, so you need to come a bit earlier in the morning to get the harder ones.
Okay.
$12.99 zucchini.
Yes, zucchini.
It's really perfect. And
1 kilo is 13, guys.
so
Check
good.
it out.
Yeah, it's a pretty good
Very
price.
healthy
Yeah.
for sure.
That-
Let's get some dessert, sweet sugar.
This is what I always get, Kinder Bueno.
Bueno.
Because in Minsk, they didn't sell this. So when I came
Wow.
here, I was like, I need to get it. So this one's really good. So
Yeah.
I always get like one for tonight and then one for in the morning for breakfast because it's the weekend.
Kinder Bueno.
This is the
And
classic
plus
version.
2 is like more
There's
sugar,
2
basically.
No, times 2. So there's 2 chocolates inside. And there is a white version, which is very good, but they don't have it right now. These are quite good.
And this bar, it's what is the price here?
$13.79.
$13.79. Yeah, it's pretty affordable.
Yeah, it's pretty
pretty
good.
good.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely. This is for breakfast. This is for dinner. You can make cookies with these. I make cookies. It's just oats, sugar,
Vitaly,
yes.
Gorski,
So mountain.
and then the price is here $2.95.
Yep.
Affordable.
Very.
The whole big pie of, I would say, oatmeal, right?
Yeah, and it lasts, for me, it lasts like 3-4 weeks. So
There's also the staff who will help you to do all the work.
yeah.
If you have questions, there's a staff
Yeah,
right
if
there.
something goes wrong, they'll help you. Also, sometimes they'll notice your cart is empty, so they'll take it and they'll stack it. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Self-checkout. Right, just scan it.
So I like to scan all of the items first that have a barcode.
Yep.
I like to do vegetables last. Also, I just realized we'll need a bag.
Put it here.
Yep.
Look how quick you are. You're like a professional cash.
I have to be,
Right?
because there's a big line.
Yeah.
I'm just very used to this. Now for this one, put it on.
The ginger, then you need to like, and the vegetables.
Imbir.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Put it
They
on,
have the photos, everything.
and then they weigh it. And then you also do it with bakery items. So
Yeah.
sladki.
The bread.
It's right here. There it is.
Yep.
Put in how many? 2.
Oh, that is a donut. You just told.
Yes. This one is just regular
The bread, healthy, affordable bread.
Kaiser roll.
Yes.
Yeah, 4.
Yep.
And it's quite cheap. Yeah. So technically, you press pay. If you don't have the application, say no. So this is bank card, e-code, so.
Scan there. Done.
Yep.
And receipt.
Just say, yeah. And
Yeah.
there's a receipt there.
Dun. We survived.
We
Thank
did.
God.
And see, someone already took our cart.
We are done of
Yep.
this. We just have a I would say very important. I will watch that video but for myself too.
Yeah.
Like how do you survive and go to the supermarket to have affordable food?
Yep.
Because normally we cannot afford to
Yeah.
eat the restaurant.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. And then for this, can you tell me like
It
at least how
was
much
55
how many days do you think we can survive on this food?
Honestly,
here?
for me,
Yeah.
but I also don't eat a lot. So it's about a week for me.
A week.
Yeah, but I also have like lettuce and garlic and a bunch of other things at home.
Yeah.
And eggs.
Eggs.
Right? And I eat a lot of small portions, to be honest, but this will last me a week. So I'd say at the most I spend 300 or 400 zloty per month on food.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm very frugal.
And here, let me show you guys. A week, you only spend like 55
Zloty.
zloty.
But some people
For a
will spend
week.
more. If you eat meat, you will spend more.
Yes,
Right?
but you already have salmon already.
I have salmon
It's
at
not
home.
that bad, right?
It's not that bad,
It's
no.
not that bad. And 55, actually, you go to the restaurant. You go to the cafe. One meal,
Yep.
55.
Yeah. And eggs, I would say, are anywhere from 9 to 13 zloty for 10
Yeah.
eggs, which
Yeah.
will, of course, last you a week definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, vegetables are quite affordable. I got about 6 tomatoes, a zucchini. At home, I have a little bit of lettuce. And so that will definitely last me like a week and a half because I don't cook breakfast. I just have a bit of Greek yogurt and some granola. For lunch, I like to cook some tofu with some vegetables. And then for dinner, just a bunch of vegetables and either an egg or salmon.
Yep.
So very light, very healthy.
You can be healthy a month,
Yep.
and you can survive in 300 and 400.
Yeah, definitely
very
if you're
great.
eating more, you will spend a little bit more.
Yeah.
I know some people who spend about 700 zloty a month on food, and they're still eating very healthy. They're just eating larger portions. But for me, I sit all day.
All
I
right.
don't move a lot, so I don't
Yeah.
eat a lot, right? If I
Okay.
move a lot, then I will eat more. But yeah. So it's different for every person, but this keeps me satisfied. If I want something sweet, I go to Żabka and I get 20 zloty verse of like, you know, chocolate pudding and rice cakes and stuff like
在和 Lizzy 道别后，我慢慢走回自己的住宿。走在克拉科夫的街道，我逐渐意识到，对我来说，旅行最有价值的部分，从来不只是壮丽的风景或美食大餐，而是与当地人建立连结，透过他们的视角，去理解这座城市如何运行、如何呼吸、如何生活着。我们习惯待在熟悉的环境，沉浸在日常的便利与安全之中。然而，世界上还有无数的未知，正等待着我们去探索。当我们踏入一座陌生的城市，眼中的一切都是新鲜的，每条街道、每个转角都藏着发现的可能。但对于当地人而言，这或许只是寻常不过的日常；而对远道而来的我们来说，每一次的互动与对话，都是拓展现实观的契机。这种让人属性的精神，让我们不只是过客与观光客，更像是一种探索者。世界不再只是地图上的标记，而是透过亲身经历，刻印在我们的现实之中，成为我们故事的一部分。